Okay, I hit the live button. There's probably going to be a little weird lag. I don't know how much of this it's going to record. I'm going to wait till I see that it's live on YouTube. I might be in a greater lag than you are, so this might come up sooner. It's still not showing up for me. I am live on my channel, right? Can you guys see me? Oh, there it is. How are y'all doing today? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on when and where you are watching today's live sale. A huge shout out to everybody that has already joined me here in the chat live. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. You know, I'm going to get back to you here in just a second. I do want to give a shout out to anybody who is watching the replay. I certainly appreciate that. Thank you so much for checking it out. Of course, today we are going to be having a live sale. We've got a wide variety of items. We've got glass, we've got silver plate, we've got cloisonne, we've got inlaid boxes, we have jewelry, ephemera, and books. I mean, I'm really trying to check all of those checks off with today's sale. All of the items from today's sale, they have been sourced from, I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but from the Springfield, Ohio Antique Extravaganza that happened this past weekend. And you will be seeing a video coming out this week with that. So I'm excited to also be bringing that to you. I will say the majority of the items, actually, you won't be appearing in the video. I did focus on some other things. So I'm excited to give everybody a fresh look at the items that were sourced, but also at the experience. So stay tuned for that because it is coming soon to you. The majority of the items today we have as individual items. We do have a few choice rounds. I think one, two, there's 3 or 4 choice rounds, so we'll get to that. But before we get into the nuts and the berries of the sale, I do want to give some shout outs to those people, again, that are joining me here live in the chat. And just to put this out there before we start doing it, my apologies to anybody I do skip over. I do try to give as many people as possible a special hello, starting with Miss Kim. How are you doing today, lady? Hope that you are having a good day so far. Yeah, definitely. It is free, right? If you're watching on your phone. As like right in here-ish, you give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Kim, for being here. And William, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey there, stranger. How you doing? Stephanie and her husband, Tim, were able to make it out to the extravaganza. We got to have dinner with them again. It is always a pleasure to see you guys, and thank you for being here today. Make sure to say hello to Tim for us. Hey, Ruth B. girl, how are you doing today? Yes, we are in fact going to be circling back to Miss Ruthie here in just a few moments. Thank you for being here, Ruthie. I really do appreciate you. Hey, Miss Karen, how are you doing up there? Is it getting warm up there in your neck of the woods? We have a cool down happening. I'm not really feeling it, I gotta say. Now, I feel like I have been mispronouncing your name, okay? And I do apologize. I say Angela. Is it Anglia? Anglia? Are you like, do you have a fancy name? I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. Anglia. Anglia-ish? I could be wrong on that. I do apologize, but I do appreciate you being here. Hey, Miss Trina, how are you doing today? Hello, any suggestions or ideas for the first-time antique mall booth renter? She's moving in on June 1st, and I'm nervous as heck. The first thing, my biggest advice would be to embrace the nerves and let your nerves be an indication that you actually care about what you're doing. and let that empower you. You obviously are doing something that you are caring about, hence the nerves. So be empowered by that and make the choices that best serve you. Get the things that you love, stock it up, and I'm sure you're going to do a wonderful job. And Trina girl, I think we all know this. There is nothing like on the job training. Girl, you going to find out, right? Wings is with us today. How are you doing today, Wings? Thank you for being here today. Roxanne, it's that kind of day here today, too. Blech. It looks like we've got a full week of it coming up, too. C'est la vie. Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here with us today. We got Miss Sharon Spencer is with us. Hello, Sharon. How are you? Miss Shannon. How are you today, Shannon? Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure to see you. Uh-oh, we got trouble in the chat. She's rooting and tooting. It's Miss Baba Earp. How you doing today, Bobby? Thank you for being here. I'm going to stick with the name. John Lucas, how are you doing today, John? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Again, apologize to anybody I'm scrolling past. Let's see. Hey, Miss Helen, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Good afternoon, Danny. Hope you are having a good day today. Well, Janice, I'm excited too, and thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got Michelle is with us. Michelle is with us. Oh, it is correct. So Angela is correct. Well, thank you for helping me clarify that. I feel better about that. Thank you. Oh, goodness. I'm scrolling through the chat. Well, hey, Connie, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here, lady. We got Miss Elena Lineas with us in the chat, and Miss Gutierrez is joining us yet again. Thank you, Debbie. Oh, my chat just jumped on me, so it looks like I'm scrolling down to the end here, and we've got Minx rounding it out for us this afternoon. Again, my apologies to anybody I missed, and if you are new here or if it is your first time, super special thank you for being here. Don't be shy. Say hello. Let us know it's your first time here. There are some great people here in the chat, and they're going to make you feel right at home. And Miss Joan, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Are you enjoying the lake? Is it beautiful? Has the weather kind of went for you? Okay. So hey, Glowy, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Let's talk about the nuts and the berries of it all. Now, all of the information is, of course, down in the description of the video that is right below here. You can click on that anytime throughout the course of the sale. It won't exit you out if you just kind of need like a, what did he say, kind of moment. First and foremost, so if you are a new buyer or it has been more than 3 months, there's a reason for the 3 months, because PayPal is just evil and hateful, just whatever. But anyhow, if it's been more than 3 months since you've made a purchase from me, make sure to send me out your contact information. The email address is right here. It is simply thecultofvintage@yahoo.com. The information you're going to want to include is your real name, if it's different than your YouTube username, your full shipping address, and most importantly is your zip code. That way I can get you the discounted shipping. And last but not least is the email address that you use for PayPal. Now, as a reminder, if you don't have a PayPal account, that is totally okay. You can still make a purchase. You send the same email with the same contact information. Just indicate that you would like a guest link. I will reply to that email with a link through PayPal. It's going to let you check out as a guest. You don't have to sign up for an account. You can use any method of payment that PayPal accepts, and you are still going to get your buyer's protection. You will also receive your updated tracking information, so you can track that package as it travels through USPS, which can be, things can go on an interesting journey. So if you want some frustrating entertainment, check out those links. So I am going to be sending out, as usual, I am going to be sending out all invoices this evening, so do be on the lookout for that. I do ask that payment be made within 72 hours of the invoice being sent. That means Friday. I would ask that the invoices be sent. And yeah, I am shipping from Ohio. Of course, as always, shipping is additional, but I don't charge a handling fee on the shipping. So whatever it is that I pay, you pay. There's no additional cost to that. Okay. Now last week we did the buyer's choice and it was a little different. I have no problem with how I did it. I just think that given the range of items in this week's sale, we're going to do it in the more traditional way. So I will show you the item. We will put the start bid in. If you are interested, please feel free to put in your bids. I am going to be honoring just in cases throughout the course of this sale. As always with the just in case, I do ask the same two things that I always ask, is that you've been an active bidder up until that point, just so that way everybody kind of knows who's in it. And of course, to hold on to the just in case until you hear the countdown. If you are not familiar with the just in case, watch how it goes. It's really quick and easy to pick up. So yeah. We do have our official bid ender back with us again. This week, we have the one, the only, it's Miss Ruthie B, is going to be our official bid ender. That's right, there we go. Just in case is active in this show. You're racing against this lady yet again. So if you haven't had the pleasure or the frustration, look, Ruthie has got fast internet and she's got fast fingers. So if you want to get your high bid in, you want to get your just in case in, definitely get it in. A huge round of applause, please, for Miss Ruthie B for yet again being our bid ender. And while we've got our hearts, our hands, and our bees out, let's share a little bit of love also with our other moderators. We've got Miss Kim is with us in the chat. There she is saying hello to Minx. Miss Desert Gal Curious, Kim. Thank you, Kim, for being here. And of course, to Miss Karen, she is putting in some Canadian again. More striking, well, power to the people, power to the people. So there you go, a heads up, and I did not know that, so thank you, Karen, for that information. If you are a Canadian buyer, there are a few of you out there. You may have heard that your post office may yet again be going on strike, so while I will get that package out to you ASAP, you may find that there is an additional delay. I'm sure that your news will be covering that information in greater detail than I certainly can. Thank you again, Karen. All right. I normally list my things in the order in which I would like to sell them. But in today's sale, I didn't do that. So you'll just have to bear with me. I'm going to kind of just wing it like old school. I would just make a list and then decide. I would just go with the flow. What are we going to start the sale off with? What are we going to start the sale off with? Let's do some ephemera. I don't have, this is, I mean, I guess by rights, this is our only official ephemera. Everything else is going to kind of be like books. Though one of the book lots will be kind of ephemera-esque. You know, this is not the exact same image, and I didn't realize it. That's okay. It is going to be, it's going to be for these 5 pieces of ephemera. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start with kind of like the very similar. Oh, I might want to put in the start. I'm going to put in the start. This is for all 5 pieces. There's no picking and choosing in this. And we're going to start it off at 15. Okay, small but mighty lot on this one. Of course, all of these images were hand selected by yours truly. Yes, they were. Boop, boop. So we're going to start at 15. First up, we have 2 calling cards. Do note that there is what looks to be some water absorption here on the back of the one, a little bit on the other, though it does not affect the image on the front. As you will see, it looks like a dove's feather, which is very much kind of like a quill effect to it. I guess technically that is what it is more of a quill. But of course, you've got some beautiful floral prints around it. Then we have a corresponding image. It is very similar, but they are, of course, not identical. Subject matter is same, quill feather with floral motif. Okay, so that is for those two. I love the more muted colors in these, and I do think that originally they were meant to have more muted colors and they weren't like super bright and vibrant. So you're going to get those two pieces. Okay. If you're a collector or scrapbooker, booker or junk journaler, or I don't know, just a collector of ephemera. The next up, we've got a little sales card, but I love the subject matter. Okay, we've got our little lady here riding on the butterfly, but what she is holding is actually coffee, because what we see is a Barkley and Hannah's brand coffee, already cleared. So no taxes on it. Oh, pardon me. Barkley and Hassan's brand coffee. We'll get up close and personal on that. Thank you, Stephanie. I got you in it at 15. This is just blank on the end. So there's no script or anything. So there are your first 3 pieces. And I think those, like shade-wise, they go beautifully together. Tracy, I see you also at 16. Ladies, thank you both so much. Appreciate it. So those are your first 3. Now we're going to up the ante with regard to color. We're going to get a little bit more vibrant with our next one. Here's your back. Okay. So there's those 3. And then, bam, look at that. So I really thematically did try to kind of pair all of the images up, but this is gorgeous. Look at that gold on there, and you still have a great metallic luster to it. Isn't that lovely? I love these little cutouts. I almost wonder if this wasn't meant for like late 1800s, early 1900s, kind of like scrapbooking, because, you know, it was the rage back then. So I'm wondering if this wasn't meant where you could, I've got something floating through the air. If you could cut these out or keep it as one card, that basically it says, learn to do well, weep with them that weep, be not afraid, only believe. Oh my word, y'all. Be diligent. Y'all know how I got to do it. Oh, love the Lord. Be of good courage. Hold fast that which is good. And last but not least, follow peace with all men. So we've got like some moral sayings on there. Certainly advice that could still be followed today. Birds and flowers set off by that gold. You could do like trim it like halfway through so you could get like a little bit of the gold border on there if you'd want to. So there are your 4 pieces. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we've got our biggest image. This appears to have been a card of some sort. So we do have some ink script on there. To Mary Reisman, presented by her teacher, I can't, girl, E something Marine. Oh, fear not in a world like this, and thou shalt know ere long. Know how sublime a thing it is to suffer and be strong. A quote from Longfellow. So it looks like a student was given this by her teacher. Okay, Mary was given this to her teacher. I can't, for the life of me, make that out. All right, the image on the front is fabulous, though. Ready? Hennikimas. Look at that. And there is still a nice luster to that one. Look at, isn't she fabulous? Little fairy with her purple flower over there. Hey, Cheryl, how are you doing today? I think that's beautiful. There is a fold up here. So do be mindful that there is a fold right there. So that is your 5th piece. So 1, 2, upside down, 3 and 4, and 5. Okay, so it's for all 5 pieces. We've got, and I believe I'm correct, you'll let me know. We got Tracy holding it down at 16. Ladies, thank you both for your bids. Let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Doot, doot. And the big end. Hey Heidi, how are you today? Stephanie played her just in case of 23. Thank you, lady. Oh, there is our bid end. Butterfly. Bid end. Well, Tracy, thank you, Ruthie. Tracy, I do appreciate you, lady. Stephanie is getting the lot at $17. Congratulations and thank you. This is the only thing I don't like because now I don't know why I marked anything. We're going to roll with it. Thank you, Stephanie. Congratulations. All right, let's go. Let's do something. It's tiny but wearable. Okay, this was not in preview image, so we're going to go ahead and do this. It is a 1/2 inch. At its biggest, it's a 1/2 inch. Okay, so we are set in sterling silver. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm going to start it off at just $18. So we're set in sterling silver. Now, do keep in mind this was repurposed. It was originally a pierced earring. The post has been bent and it has been formed to do a necklace pendant or anything else that you would like. Okay, let me do my best to show you the back. We can get in there. You can see there's the post. It's been looped over, and then we do have our clasp here. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it, but let me try. It is stamped sterling, spelled out. It's kind of underneath, yeah. It's underneath the loop there, but it does say it. Okay, are you ready for this? Sterling silver with opal. It's a 1/2 inch. It's a little sterling and opal frog. How absolutely darling is, I mean, that is tiny. You know, because again, it was an earring. I mean, I don't know. I like it more as the pendant because the earring's reading a little large. Can't lie. But look at, so the body has got the carved opal and then the 2 little pieces for his eye. But it's, again, a 1/2 inch from his little footsies here, his little toesies, to, I guess, what is this? Is that his knee? No, this is his knee. What is that on a frog? His femur bone? Thank you, Bobby. I got you in it at 18. Yes, Jasmine, I think it is darling. You know, whether you wore it or if you were like me and you just loved your Tiny Treasures collection, this definitely would be something great to add into it. It's got great fire in it. I think you're seeing a lot of really good fire in that one reflected off of the light. And of course, that the fire is just the different colors that you see in that opal. Great condition. It's obviously a ready to wear piece. It's nice and polished. The opal is in great condition. There's no scratches or gouges. And again, it's got a lot of fire play in that one. Oh, Miss Donita is coming in at 19. So again, is it a display piece? It is a wearable piece. The best part about it is that it can be both. When you're not wearing it, you can add it into your collection. When you feel like wearing it, you pull it out and you pop it on and wear it out and about. But again, a 1/2 inch on that one. So tiny. Isn't that darling? How was I going to say no? I wasn't going to say no. All right. Bobby's back in at 22. Mr. Nita's in at 24. She is holding it down. All right. Let's go ahead and do the countdown again. It was a pierced earring. The post has been looped. And then we do have our pendant back here. The sterling is spelled out. It's like up here at the top. Obviously, my fingers are completely in the way of being able to show that off. But then we do have our opal. So let's do it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Look at how tiny. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and I love it. As little bug eyes. Oh, Bobby is not playing around. Thank you, Miss Danita. Miss Bobby's holding it at 25. Froggy bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Danita, thank you so much. I do appreciate you, lady. Bobby Earp, rootin' and tootin'. She got it at 25. Congratulations and thank you. Ribbit. Okay. We'll put that right there. So we did ephemera. We've done some glass. No, we didn't do glass. Let's go ahead and do some glass. Okay, this next piece, I love the color. So the color is just it for me, especially this time of year, or if you're just like a lover of pastels. But we do have opalescent. We're going to start it off at $20. There are no condition issues. There's no chips. There's no cracks. There's no flea bites. There's no fogginess to it. It is a Fenton piece of glass. It is from the 90s. We do have the hallmark. Look at that color. So we do have the hallmark here, the Fenton. And right underneath it, you can see maybe, kind of, sort of, not at all. There is a 9 underneath that Fenton, letting us know it is from the 90s. Look at this gorgeous shade. Oh my word, I love it. This does not fluoresce. There's no glow to the piece. I am getting a crazy, look at that blowout, that light spot right here. That's nutty. Oh, it's heavenly. I love the color. Is it like a turquoise? I kind of say that it's a hue of turquoise. Of course, it's accented by that opalescence, which I absolutely love. As I said, you have no chips, no cracks on that one. It is 4 1/4 inches at its tallest, 4 1/4 inches at its tallest. And then the diameter on that one, thank you, John, I got your bid. The diameter from ruffle to ruffle that I measured, it may be off like a millimeter or two, is 4 1/2. Okay, so again, from ruffle to ruffle, you're at approximately 4 1/2. And again, the height on that bad boy is 4 1/4. I'm obsessed with the color. I immediately saw it and ran right over to it. You know, it's a standard rose bowl, right? The subject matter, listen, let's just call a spade a spade. The subject matter, it's pretty standard, right? But it is about this particular piece. It's all about the color on this one. And I'm obsessed with it, truth be told. It goes great with some of our other pieces today. Stephanie, I see you at 21. Thank you both for your bids. So I don't know if you saw, like in the preview photos, this made for an excellent pop of color. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do prefer more muted earth tones. And we do have some gorgeous Cloisonne coming up. Okay. Like here you've got like your very traditional, like my preferred color palette. But when you add that pop of color to it, I'm really loving that. Now, I don't know that I would add different colors to it. Like I would pick that one kind of contrasting color to highlight. I wouldn't get too heavy in it. Maybe you would. That's totally up to you. but I love that one pop of color, something bright and saturated against all of that muted. It just really makes it jump out all that much more. So have fun with your color. All right, we got John and Stephanie. Stephanie holding it at 21. Again, it is Fenton. It is from the 90s. It is clearly a rose bowl with a gorgeous kind of a diamond quilted pattern to it. There's no chips, there's no cracks to it. Again, we are at 4 1/4 tall, and we are at 4 1/2 at the widest diameter that I measured. Thank you, Miss Joan. I do appreciate it. Minx, agree. Like I said, it's a rose bowl, right? It's a rose bowl, but that color. This would be beautiful in the right bathroom. Candle holder, bedside table, set a mood. All right, Miss Joan is holding it at 22. Let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Stephanie, I got your just in case. Danita's coming in. Stephanie's holding it at 24. And there is our rose blue heart. Bid end. Thank you, Ruthie. I do appreciate you. That means Danita had the bid at 23. Ooh, there's a really smooth. That's so smooth and therapeutic feeling. What is that? Like, I know it's tactile, but don't they call that like when it's like a calming tactile experience? That is it. This band up here, Stephanie, you'll have to give these a little rub-a-dub when you get it. I'm telling you, that feels really good for some weird reason. Here we are feeling up the vintage. Oh, it's the color of her bathroom. Well, shoot, everybody needs to go over and apparently use Stephanie's bathroom. Well, Stephanie, lady, congratulations and thank you again. The Fenton Rose Bowl is coming to you. That's a lovely, lovely color. Oh, you know what? It goes really well with the opal. Little froggy hanging out on there. Okay, anyhow. Child. Let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 pieces to this set. I am breaking it up into 2 different rounds. The lag is real today. Thank you, Heidi. You have to, you know what I mean? So I have 5 pieces. It is the Cloisonne. Now, listen, truth be told, I appreciate the artistry behind Cloisonne. I am not personally drawn to the Cloisonne because the colors have a tendency to be, I wouldn't say that they're the colors are very saturated, but they have a tendency to be a little bit more vibrant. And it just doesn't appeal to me personally. However, this Cloisonne definitely proved to be the exception to the rule because as you just saw with that contrast, it is in these lovely, like moody earth tones that just, they speak to me so. So as I said, we have a choice round. You can choose between one or both, but please keep in mind we do have another round where there'll be 2 more pieces to choose from. Okay, we are going to start. Okay, the choice is going to start at 20. Let me get choice in here. Bloop, there we go. You can choose one or both. It's entirely up to you, but I am obsessed. The first choice, you were going to get. This is how I did it. Let me get a book here. Okay. So your choice will be the large, this is the mini, or the medium sized vase. Okay, that is choice one. Or, are you ready for it? Because I think this is fair. You get not one, but two. So you can choose the two minis or the one medium. The mini vases, these are at 4 inches tall, 4 inches tall on the minis. And then the medium vase is at 6 inches by itself. I figured that like the amount of brass and cloisonne equated to the medium here. That's why we did it like that. So it is choice. You can choose the two minis or the one medium. It's totally up to you. But those are the choices. So let's go ahead and look at the medium one first. All right. So again, the medium one here, look at those colors. Again, it's not very traditional cloisonne because a lot of times you're going to see like a blue, reds, more vibrant yellows. But this, you're seeing that gorgeous like ochre color in here. You've got more of like, if you will, an autumnal color palette. In my opinion, it reads a little bit more organic. Okay, so it is brass. It is not solid. Well, it is a solid brass vase. So again, you are at 6, right? 6 inches on the medium cloisonne. No condition issues. It is in great condition. I absolutely love this. I know, Kim, right? Like you see it in much more bright, vibrant colors than this. So here we have the medium base, or you can choose the two minis. And the minis are each approximately 4 inches. Again, it might be like a millimeter or two off. Now, these ones have the enameling on the bottom, the blue, whereas our medium one is just the brass base on it. Okay, so those were the two choices. You could do medium, you could do mini, either, but if there's no interest on those, I'm going to set those to the side. And if we're not vibing with the cloisonne, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm just going to run the next round of choice, which would be the other two cloisonne pieces. Oh, well, Stephanie, you want to do a choice of 20. Okay. So medium or minis. Do the countdown. Here we go. 20. 19, 18, 17 finger puppets, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Stephanie's already put in her bid for the medium. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. I think they're just absolutely stunning. There's our bid end. Well, the mediums are going bye-bye. And Stephanie, girl, you are getting the medium at 20. Congratulations and thank you. I do appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and we'll stick to the guns. I'm going to do the larger pieces. I think I might do a little something with those minis myself. All right, we're going to do another choice round. These ones I'm starting at 25 per choice. They're a little bit more substantial, hence the massive increase of $5. I know, shocking, right? So choice number one is going to be our largest of the three vases. Now, this particular one, this comes in at 9 inches. It's got a little bit more curvature to it with regards to the neck, the body, and then the base. This one, again, has got the solid brass base to it, but the colorway is identical, okay? So in contrast, the large one, again, this is at 9 inches. Stephanie's medium one, that was at 6 inches. Okay. That'll be choice one, which would be vase. Again, excellent condition. Look at those colors. And I love just the little hint of the turquoise in there. Isn't that great? So that'll be choice 1. Choice number 2. This one's got the full blue enamel. Dusty, I got you at 25. Thank you. Is the console bowl. Right? Okay. So I'm not going to lie. I think the console bowl is the piece that I'm most obsessed with because you're like, oh, but Michael, you get the least amount of like visual appeal here. Nay, no, not at all, because look what they did. The interior, even the sides, look at this. It's like there's a sky or clouds running through that. I know. The bowl is just, oh, I'm obsessed with that. Look at that. I just want to set it in the middle of the coffee table. This is one that I don't want to put anything in to detract from the artistry of that interior. Is that not gorgeous or what? So we have a height. Thank you, Danita. Danita's holding it down at 27. Appreciate you, ladies, both. Thank you. The bowl. The bowl is 2 3/4 inches tall. 2 3/4 inches tall. And then you have a diameter on the bowl. And keep in mind the diameter, I did measure from side to side, not the opening, but from side to side. You have got an 8.5 inch diameter on the bowl, 8.5 inch diameter. So there are your 2 choices, your bowl or your vase. I don't think you can go wrong with either. Let's do the countdown. Miss Donita is holding it down. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I love the incorporation of the black in there though too. Dusty, I got your just in case. Ooh, Stephanie decides she won't try to sneak in there. Oh, superstar. Bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie. Ladies, thank you all for your bids. Danita, girl, I sure do appreciate it. It came in right after the bid end, but thank you so much. Miss Dusty, lady, at 29, you got your pick, lady. Would you like the bowl? Would you like the vase, or do you want both? That's up to you. All's fair. Oh, she did. She went with all's fair at both. That is amazing. Well, I'm glad they get to stick together. Dusty, congratulations and thank you. Each are coming to you at 29. Isn't that a collection? I mean, shoot, you could. I wouldn't be mad if you did put that inside of that to kind of showcase it a little bit because you're still getting the coverage right there, but I am obsessed. Get it, Dusty. Thank you. All right, I'm going to set those down. Weeble wobble. Ooh, let's do... I only have one piece of pottery. Y'all didn't see this in the preview image because I didn't put it in the preview image. No, I did not. Now, here's the thing. If you've been with me for a hot minute, and I am going to go ahead and start this at 40. Pardon me. If you've been with me for a minute, I am apparently like a magnet for like chipped, cracked, or broken Roseville. I, for whatever reason, seem to have a very difficult time in finding Roseville that does not have some kind of condition issue until yesterday. Some of you will know right away when I show the base, but here it is. This is a real Roseville. This is not the knockoff kind of stuff. Okay. You'll see that it kind of, in my opinion, it very much flows with today's aesthetic. Ready? No chips, no cracks, no flea bites to it. This is one of my favorite patterns from Roseville because it's very earthy. Well, they're all very earthy, but the color palette is very earthy. It is the bushberry. This is arts and crafts at its finest. Look at kind of like the branch handles on it. Now, I don't know how well, let me see if I can, there's a twist. There's a twist to the handles, okay? This handle is kind of coming back where this handle goes forward. I don't know if it's translating all that well. They look kind of uniform. I mean, they are, but there's a little bit of movement. So we have the bushberry. You have the pattern both on the front and, of course, on the back. Thank you, Glowy. I do appreciate it. As I said, there are no chips, there are no cracks, there are no flea bites to it. A lot of times the handle on this particular sculpt is really where you'll get that wear, but not on this piece. I love the Roseville bushberry. You've got, it's two tones, right? You've got this like kind of suede brown. I don't know what hue one would call this, but that's it. That's all you're getting. Beautiful. It's simple. And I think Roseville, especially with their bushberry in this colorway, really, thank you, Roxanne. I think that they really demonstrated simplicity, the quality over the quantity of it, right? The sculpt for Roseville is a little bit busier. There is a little bit more detail with all of the leaves and of course the berries coming out of it. You've got the texture of the vase, very much like a wood grain. You've got the branches here on the vase, and then they pulled it back by just using two tones. And so it doesn't overwhelm the senses. The aesthetics on this are absolutely beautiful. And like I said, thank you, Chloe, I got you at 60. I think that it lends itself really well, especially when we talk about looking at the different textures. When you have the armalou, I mean, oh, by the way, this, an armalou, I was looking at it. We have armalou coming up when we look at the Cloisonne and the Roseville pottery. They're very much different in regards to their artistic choices, very Asian, or right? Very traditional American arts and crafts, but the colors blend really well together, and I love the dichotomy between the two pieces. I think they complement each other beautifully. This, again, I am obsessed. If you're not, please go ahead and go over onto Instagram and type in Maggie C. Wilkerson. She's my new obsession over there, but she is, listen, she does eclectic with intention. She's got it's a very eclectic style. Right? She's not sticking to this specific look. She's not sticking to this particular era of design. She loves it all, and I love it all. But you can make all of those work when you stick with when you do it with intention. You're like, I'm going with this color scheme. You can pull objects from all different eras and make them blend. And you can kind of avoid that the thrifted look, if you will. Okay, so again, it is Roseville. It is in the bushberry. Beg pardon. I took the measurement to the handles. The tips of the handles are coming in at 8 inches. There's no condition issues to the piece. There is no condition issues. Look at that. Just so that you can see my hand out of the way. I love it. They have 7. The vase is 7. You're at 8 on the handles. Okay, let's do it. I totally forgot where we're at. Glowy is holding it down at 60. Ladies, thank you both. Let's do it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bit, and there we go. I think you can see in profile, you get the twist of the branch a little bit better. You see the movement in it, so it's not a straight up and down. There you go. You can see it on the opposing then. Roxanne and Glowy, I got both. Ruthie put it in there. Bushberry bid, and thank you, Ruthie B. Get it. Well, ladies, thank you both so much. Roxanne, I sure do appreciate it. You had your just in case as 70, but Glowy did not want to let that one go. Glowy at 71, congratulations and thank you. The Roseville Bushberry, it is coming to you. Roxanne, always, always gracious. She's always gracious. Thank you, Glowy. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, 71. Okay. Okay. Let's do some jewelry. Okay. I'm really gonna play off of, because we did the Cloisonne, we did the Bushberry. I'm gonna very much play it up with, I'm gonna keep it in the tonal family, and I'm not gonna do contrasting. So we're gonna do this next piece next, okay? It is a Weiss jewelry. It, of course, is stamped. It is in fabulous condition, and I cleaned it up for you. So it is ready to wear. Make sure yes. We have crystals, not glass, not plastic. These are crystals. We've got a gorgeous, it's like a smoky quartz with like a gray crystal to it. Where am I at? We are starting this one. Oops. We are going to start this one off at 25, if of course anybody is interested. So look at that up there. All right, here is your back set in a silver tone. Don't know, you can see the stamp-ish. The stamp is right here. I don't know. It's not really coming across that well. I feel like you can see the E and the I, but little to nothing else. But it is stamped white. Well, Nikki just knew. Was this the piece? I'm telling you, Weiss does do some beautiful things, but I think it's the quality of the crystals that they use. They do, as I was told, they source a lot of their crystals from Austria. So you get some absolutely beautiful crystals with great clarity. They do fantastic work on their faceting. Are we ready for it? Let's turn it around here. Look at that. Do you want to call it a smoky quartz? Do you want to call it a chocolate diamond? Do you see that? This is actually stacked. So you have two different settings on it. You've got the band of the gray crystal, but then you have got that smoky or chocolate diamond, if you will. Is that not fabulous or what? If you, again, like me, or like earth tones, you love an earth tone, you're going to rock this year round, right? But imagine that during the autumnal, the fall, wearing that. I am obsessed. Roxanne is seeing the chocolate diamond of it all. Look at that. It's just, it was in good condition when I found it, but I do love to clean them up a little bit more just to see if we can get some extra sparkle out of it. And I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite pieces today. This, I think a gentleman definitely could rock. Look at that. Kind of from far away, you know, there's your light refraction on that. So this is 1 7/8, 1 7/8 in diameter. All stones are present. You've got gorgeous clarity. No inclusions on, well, obviously. Look at that. I could just look at this stuff all day. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so well executed. Ooh, watch out, Miss Angel Bailey's coming in at 30. 1 7/8 from point to point diameter on that one. Okay. Let's go ahead. I want to see. I am not feeling my lighting today, you guys. I'm just not. Try to pull this down. I feel like it's mussing with the camera. There we go. A little bit better. All right, let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 on the green, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a pendant. Again, that is Weiss in a silver tone. Golly. I love it. It's got a convex shape to it. The chocolate marquise sit underneath the gray crystal. It's really hard to get it on camera. It's just really not wanting to focus today. Oh, chocolate diamond bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Oh, Angel Girl, I sure do appreciate you. Your 35 did come in after the bid end, but thank you so much. That means Nikki Moss, girl, at 31. Congratulations and thank you. This stunner is coming to you, spicy lady. Thank you. But see, you know, hey, you better stop it. Look, add a little sparkle to your Roseville. Oh, shoot. This one would be great to frame or to have like your little metal flower frog to prop it up. I just want to ooh and all over it a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Enough. I'm going to do another piece of jewelry because I feel like it. Let's do contrasting color. Okay, I'm going to do this piece. Oh, I love it. Ooh, you're going to... I love that. I love the decorating of it. I love the decorating with the jewelry. Add some sparkle into your collection. I am so for it. I am actually going to start doing that myself. I'm going to follow my own advice. Alrighty. Next piece, contrasting color. Still goes great with the pieces we've seen thus far, but it does give a nice contrast rather than kind of doing like monochromatic. And I'm going to start this piece off at 20. Okay. It is unmarked, but we do know who our designer was. Okay. It's in a gold tone. This is from Miss Judy Lee. Miss Judy Lee. As I said, it is unmarked, but the designer was Miss Judy Lee. Are you ready? Again, if you do love like your earth tones, look at that. Now we do have the Aurora Borealis stone here in the center, and you do have some other smaller ones set throughout the piece. So you're going to get a lot of great light refraction, but now look at these stones here. These textured glass stones. I love that. You have the two contrasting, kind of a peridot and an emerald running around the perimeter of it. I think that's absolutely fabulous. The diameter on Miss Judy Lee, it is 2 1/4 inches. 2 1/4 inch. Michael, you got to find a Weiss Christmas tree. Okay. I will do my best to find a Christmas tree for you. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki is holding it down at 22. So again, it's a nice contrasting color, but I do think that it still plays in well. Like, see, look at that. Right? In a flower frog. Again, put that in a metal flower frog to kind of prop it up a little bit better, just for some contrast. You want to get up close and personal, Velvet? Okay. Look at that. Again, set in a gold tone. All of the stones, as you're seeing, with the exception of the smaller ones in here, the smaller Aurora Borealis, those are all prong set. None of the stones on this floor, well, no, none of them do. Hold on. I will double check. I didn't. Your wallet? No.
Do you have a wallet?
Do I have a wallet?
On you right now.
No, it's upstairs.
When I got back from lunch, it was sitting on the bed. I can't find it anywhere.
Did you put it on the nightstand?
I looked.
The bathroom?
Yours is there. Okay.
Kitchen?
I thought maybe you picked up mine by accident because yours is right there and mine isn't.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay. The car. Check the car. Check the car.
It was on the bed. I hadn't gone anywhere.
It's under the pillows?
I looked. I've been up there 45 minutes. I haven't been able to find it.
Under the bed?
Oh.
Under.
Thank you anyway.
I tell ya. These interrupt. How am I to everyone saying hello? He's just laughing back
hello,
there.
Everyone.
He's on hello, everyone. So back to Miss Judy Lee here. Thank you, everybody. Pardon us. It's not missing, it's just been misplaced. Nikki Moss is holding it down at 22. Again, it is from Miss Judy Lee. Beautiful shades of green on navy. You gotta stop that. Again, I would display with that. Bushberry. Add a little bit of spark. See? Contrasting, but still complimentary. All right. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. Nikki Moss holding it down at 22. Let's start the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Pointy. Ooh, Nikki Moss. She is loving this brooch with her just in case. Stephanie, lady, I got yours too. And there is our peacock bid end. Thank you, Ruth the B. Ladies, thank you both for your bid. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Stephanie, girl, sure do appreciate you. But Ms. Nikki Moss at 27, lady. Judy Lee, she's coming to you. And yes, I think it goes great. Look at that. Do your floral, your brooch bouquet. Could you imagine? Look at that. Great together, Nikki. Congratulations and thank you again. It is coming to you. Judy Lee. Where you be? 27. Thank you. Okay. I think this is my super fancy item. I have two super fancy. Oh, did I mention that I also have textiles today too? Stop it. Okay. I'm going to do this piece next. If you weren't with us like a couple of weeks ago and we just went totally off script, totally rogue, and at the conclusion of the sale, we went and checked out my curio cabinet, you know that I do love, I love a, oh my gosh, a beveled glass jewelry box, right? Now, mine are squares. They're simple. They're plain. But I still love them. But then there are some very elevated ones, right? Specifically, this is French. This is, in fact, actual armalou. Armalou refers to the application of gold to metal. There is a French company called Armalou. Oop, I left this one. We'll take that off. I left a strand. There we go. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, let me put the start in. This is in very good condition. Well, on the bottom, it's missing something, but I'll show you that. but I am going to start it at $100 if anybody is interested. Okay, we'll start it at 100. You ready for it? French Armalou, beveled glass jewelry casket in the shape of a baby carriage. Look at the little handle up there. Look at that. Is that not fabulous or what? Now, as I said, I lied. Never mind. There is no condition issue. I'm sorry. I thought the velvet was missing and this was cardboard. It's not. It's all I had to do was touch it. So you've got this gorgeous yellow mustardy velvet here on the bottom. It is still on the interior. There's no chips, cracks, gouges to the glass. The metal itself is in fantastic condition. Look at that. And it's in the shape of a baby carriage. Quite unusual on that piece. So, you would put your high-end jewelry. This would have, resided on a vanity, and something bouge would have gone in there. Now, you can put whatever you want in there, your tiny treasures. We'll put Judy Lee in there. You can prop Miss Judy Lee in there. I'm going to set her up like so. So Miss Judy Lee. I'm getting a really bad shadow. I do apologize. We'll put Nikki's Weiss. We're just going to go ahead and put Nikki's jewelry in there. Well, I'm getting a lot of reflection. But there it is. Now this is real Armalou, not just referring to the glass and gold, but to the actual company. This has got some fabulous weight to it. I mean, that glass is thick, y'all. Look at that. That's just an exceptional piece. I love it. So it does come in, where am I at? Armalou carriage, 4 1/4 inches tall, 4 1/4 inches tall, and then it is 6.5 inches long. And that is from the handle to the front of the carriage, okay? So 6.5 inches tall, long, pardon me. But you've got that glass on how many? 4 sides, with the exception of the bottom, and the bottom does have that mustard yellow velvet to it. There we go. We did start it off at 100. Oh, you could do your cupies in there. That would be cute. But if we don't have any interest on that, I'm going to set it to the side and we're going to keep it moving. Okay. All right. What shots do we do next? Let's totally switch gears. Thank you, Nikki Moss. Appreciate it. And we're going to do a lot. You're going to get 3 pieces in the lot, okay? Yes, the carriage is French. So it is from the actual Armalou company. It's like chapstick. When we say chapstick, it could be Blistex. Chapstick is chapstick. It's a brand. It's not the actual object. And a lot of people refer to those things as Armalou commonly. But there is a actual company called Armalou. What am I doing? Okay. We're going to start this next 3-piece set off at 20 if anybody is interested. But you do get all 3 of them. So there is no choosing on this next one. Okay. All 3 books. You're going to get all 3 books here. Okay. They are sizable. So where do we want to start? I'm just going to show them all to you at once. These are 3 paper doll books. None of them have been cut or punched, so they are all ready for your creative imagination to run wild. Okay? These are vintage from the 70s, if I'm remembering correct. 81, beg pardon. The first one is Louise May Alcott's Little Women Paper Dolls. Okay. So this one opens kind of like a legal tablet, if you will, to the front. Here we've got Amy and Beth. And then the very last sheet, we've got Meg, Joe, and Lori. We do have some portraits that you can cut out. And then, of course, the pages in between. We have a variety of dresses, scenery, and accessories. You know, here's a dress. You do have like a synopsis of the story. Flip it. More dresses. Again, the couch with all of the dolls and toys. Little carriage. We have our piano up here also. Again, dresses and scenery. We've got a bonnet. Look, we've got croquet down here. Little lakeside picnic. And again, there's your last page. Okay, so that is book number 1, The Little Women Paper Dolls. I've never seen this one before. Number 2, we've got Dolls of the 1930s. This one is copyrighted 1976. Okay, it's got a very much a watercolor effect. You're going to see that translated throughout the course of the book. So here we've got some baby dolls. They do let us know this is Chuckles. And then down here we've got Maybelle, who is a composition doll, 16 inches, unmarked, hazel, glassine sleep eyes, predominant painted upper eyelashes. So again, it's got like a synopsis of the actual dolls. The dolls have now become paper dolls. We do have clothing and accessories for them. Okay. More clothing and accessories, including teddy bears. Look at even a little tea set. Clothing and accessories. I think that's our last page. Nope, we have more dollies. We do have 2 more dollies and a treasure chest. We've got Dottie, who is a toddler doll at 17 inches, and Gretchen, who is a bisque socket head with an open mouth and 2 upper porcelain teeth. So you do get more dollies in there. Okay, so that is book number 2. And then the third and final, it is the antique French dolls. Now, much like the dolls from the 1930s, it's basically bisque dolls or dolls being turned into paper dolls that you can then dress. And the last page is so spectacular on this. So here we have 3 different models of French dolls. Okay, we have the portrait bébé, no, the puppet model, the tête jumeau, and the FG, the Francois Gautier doll right over here. Okay, so you've got the 3 different dolls, and then you have different outfits in the book. Look at this, is so darling. I'm obsessed with the fashions in this one. And there's lots of accessories in here too. Like there's other, see the little dollies around the dresses? This is going to come to play here in just a second. Okay, on the last page, I'll show you. Oh wait, I'm skipping ahead. We have more dresses with more dollies, little tiny dollies. See them in there? Okay. One more page of dresses and tiny dollies. Oh no, this is just dresses, pardon. Her formal wear. And then look, so you can put your doll, the face goes back in here, but you cut this out and you fold it and look at, it's the Charity Bazaar doll stall. And then you have all of those little ones cut out. Look, there's a Jack in the Box up here. And it has a little table, and you can put all of those little doll cutouts. And some of them even have little dresses that you can have. The dolls have dolls at the charity doll bazaar. I have some of them, Diane. So that was for all three of the books. You've got the French dolls, the dolls of the 30s, and the third book was The Little Women. So again, that was for all three of the books, none of which have been cut or anything. We have a variety. This one, why do I feel like this one is the one? Okay, so this is 1973. We had 1981 and 1976. Well, Elaine put her bid in of 20. Honestly, I don't see anybody else interested in it, Elaine. So we're just going to go ahead and call it a day. Elaine, they're yours for $20. Congratulations. And thank you. All three books are coming to you, lady. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's do, no, I don't want to do that. Well, we'll try this one. No, I appreciate it, Elaine. Thank you. I'm going to start this at $45 if anybody is interested. Oops, why does that keep happening? Stunning. You can keep your collections, keep your secrets, keep nothing in here, and just use it as a display piece, entirely up to you. But what we have is a beautiful mother of pearl inlay, wooden, a box. Okay, look at the keyhole in the front of it. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that. Could you imagine doing all of that inlay? This is all inlay on the sides also. There is one piece, and I think it happened during the manufacturing process. Where I'm at. Oh my word. Right here. Right there, right there. Like, I think the cut, and then they put like, I don't, grout, for lack of a better word, I don't know, or the cut, they kind of filled it in there, but it's like not rough. So it definitely happened during the manufacturing process. Now, this one I don't believe, it's vintage. This does have the red velvet lining on it, okay, which is in really good condition. But aside from that one piece, like I showed you right here, which again was made in the making of it, there's no other condition issues to it. Look at that. The keyhole. I don't have the key, so I guess that technically would be a condition issue. Rotate, rotate, and there is your bottom. Now there is some scuffing, being moved around, transported, poorly packaged. There it is. Isn't that gorgeous? All of the time, energy, and effort that went into the manufacturing of that, that is just crazy to me. The inlay box, it is 2.5 inches tall. It is 10 1/8 inches long. And it is 6 1/4 wide. 6 1/4, 2.5, and 10 1/8. 10 1/8. I would not personally consider this one Deco or Nouveau. I just think she's gorgeous. Vintage, not antique. Again, you've got that gorgeous red velvet lining in very good condition. No hallmark, no stickers, no signatures, anything like that. But again, we started at 45, but if there's no interest on that one, I'm going to set it to the side. Gorgeous. Okay. Where's that? Let me put that over here so I don't damage it. Okay. Inlaid box. Scratch. We'll do some children's boxes next. Books next. This is for a 2-piece lot. You do get both of them. Now, they're not in the best condition, but they are not in the worst condition. Please keep in mind this is for both of the pieces, okay? And I am going to start it off at $18. You're going to get both. We have copyright dates of 1894 and 1922. So both are antiques. The first up, this one is our 1922. It does have its original dust jacket, though you will see there is some tattering and tearing to the dust jacket, but it is still present, which is nice. It is 3 little cottontails and the circus. Now there are some pencil marks on the interior of the book. Okay. As I said, the dust jacket is still present, though you're seeing obvious signs of wear. And again, this is copyrighted 1922. We do have pencil marks. There's also an inscription in here. Okay. This has both black and white and color images. I was looking for the copyright date on it. Well, I'll get to it. I'll show you the color. Okay. But again, 1922 is your copyright. Pencil mark like this has been bordered for some odd reason. I have no idea what this child was doing, but they were misbehaving one way or the other. As I say, let's see if I can find. I do too, Shannon. There's your black and white. Very charming. Again, copyrighted 1922. Look at it. Love it. So 1922, 3 little cottontails and the circus. And then your other book, this one is copyrighted 1894. It is the Topsies and Turvies #2. Okay, we do have obvious signs of wear. Spine, we also have wear to it. And there is some separation. Thank you, Chloe. There is some separation in here. Okay, we have a tear. But oh my gracious, subject matter on this. Again, copyrighted 1894. This is first printing. This was reproduced. I forget when, but this book was in fact reproduced. But look at the imagery. So when we read the book this way, it says a wicked robber horseman charged upon a woodland elf. Okay. There's your wicked robber on the horse. But then what you can do is turn it upside down and it says, but found the little mankin could well defend himself. You ready? Then you rotate it and look. Then the mankin, the horse, is jumping on the rider. So the book can be read both topsy-turvy. Let me give you another example. Let's do, I don't know what this one's going to say. A Broad-brimmed sage once chased a gnat, a tiny harmless speck. Okay. But then when we rotate it, it says, he lost the gnat but found this spring. It came up to his neck. He lost the gnat but found this spring. It came up to his neck. I'm not getting that one, but okay. And upside down upon their stalks, they took a little run. The gardener set his choicest ferns where they could get the sun. Oh. And then they took off all jaunty like. The author by P.S. Newell. P.S. Newell. I found it fascinating that this was 1894. What is that monstrosity? In town, the Hickson girls are fair with lips as red as cherries. But then when we rotate it, it says, but when they linger by the sea, they tan as brown as berries. Okay. It's an interesting book. This shepherd thought poetic thoughts as by the flocks he sat. He's thinking poetic thoughts while he sits by the flocks. And then when we rotate it, but while he wrote his verses, the goat fed on his hat. Oh, I totally see that. Now the goat is eating his hat. So the goat is eating his hat, but we rotate it. Whoops. And it's the shepherd. So 1894, like I said, it does have obvious signs of wear. I stood upon my head and saw this strange two-headed freak. Oh. And then when we rotate it, it says, but on my feet again, I saw this owl so wise and meek. But now it's an owl. All right, we got, author of the three. It is Elizabeth Billings Stewart. I'm going to take the dust jacket off very carefully. Elizabeth Billings Stewart. So this is without the dust jacket. See some discoloration. So even without the dust jacket, which is right here, let me pick this up carefully. You do get the full color cover on it. Okay. So this again is for both. Glowy is in it at 18. Thank you, lady. Appreciate it. And let's do, I'm just going to hold this to the side. Let's go ahead and do the countdown. Topsy-turvy and 3 little cottontails. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Got some flaking going on there. I'd agree. I mean, it is 131 years old. The children's books. Thank you, Ms. Ruth B. I do appreciate you. Glowy, congratulations and thank you. At 18, both of the books are coming to you. Thank you. Give me a quick second here because I do want to get this dust jacket on because I don't want to harm it any further. Bear with me. Carefully, carefully. Boop. There we go. Thank you again, Chloe. Thank you, Ruthie, for the bid ends. Okay. Let's do another piece of jewelry, shall we? Okay. Boop. We're starting it at 20 if anybody is interested. Man, it is hallmarked, and this has got to be the longest name for jewelry ever. You can barely make it out, but it is right back here on this particular branch. Even in real life, it's very muddled. Oh, send them to Nan. You sweet woman, you. Nan. Nan, do you see that? Chloe's sending you them books. Thank you, Chloe. Right here, though you can barely make it out, is the entirety of the signature. And it does run the length of this branch. Set in a gold tone. What it says is, are you ready for this? 11 West 30th Street Incorporated. Oh, I'm not kidding you. 11 West 30th Street Incorporated. Designer is Dobbs. Okay. Look at that. Again, full. I got a fuzzy on there. Pardon me. Look at. Ooh, I love that. Look how sparkly that is. Now, these in here are not clear. They are a yellow. It's definitely hard to read that. I'm going to double check, but I don't believe any of the... Yeah, no. None of the stones fluoresce. And this particular one, look at that. Is that not gorgeous? That is a great embellishment for your caps or jacket, of course. Agreed, Ruthie. I love, again, those earth tones to it. I think that is beautiful. Look at that. Ooh, that's good. Okay, Stephanie, I got you in it at 20. This one is, again, designer by Dobbs Company, 11 West 30th Street Incorporated. It is 2 5/8 inches from top to bottom here. 2 5/8 inches. Thank you, Nikki Moss. 2 5/8 inches. Nan is speechless. Look at the colors. Look at the light refraction on that. Isn't that lovely, though? It's an unusual piece for sure. I really like that as a hat. I mean, that really perfectly fits. But you could certainly do it. Accessorize. You know, again, with the bushberry. Bam. With the armaloo that we had. Love it. Oh, Angel's coming in at 25. Thank you, ladies. Again, it is hallmarked. The hallmark is 11W30ST Inc. Okay. But it's 11 West 30th Street Incorporated. There you go. Dobbs designer. This is like an orange, kind of like an amberina. How about that, Minx? It's not a red, it's not an orange. It's got more of that amberina, right? A fiery orange, if we will. And we've got our mossy greens, and we've got kind of like our yellow here in large, and then we've got some pavés going off on the stems. All right, Angel at 25 wings, and Nikki Moss. Ladies, thank you so much for your bids. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, love that, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, no Diane, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I am not vibing with the quality of the camera today. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe is there a smudge on it? Tropical Flower, bid end. Thank you, Ms. Ruthie B. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. Wings Girl almost at 38, but Nikki Moss coming in with her just in case. So at 39, the 11 West 30th Street Incorporated Dobbs designed brooch is coming to you, Nikki. Congratulations and thank you. Again, I do appreciate that. All right. All right, I'm going to try to see. I don't know. Bear with me here. We're going to. What? All right, enough. Thank you again. I don't know. Is it really doing it? I'm wondering if it's my lighting. I don't want to call it blurry, but it's just not as crisp as I would like. Maybe we're going to put this over here. Let me see something. Ooh, oh. Ah, no, I don't want that lighting on me. Golly, mad bags under my eyes. Ooh, okay, but it's showing the pieces better. Well, you're going to have to see the bags. Look at the puffy. Anyhow, moving on. All right, let's do some art glass. We're going to do some art glass. Chloe, I'm going to borrow one of your books here, okay? All righty. This is going to be a choice for you. Oh. And we're going to start the choice off bloop, bloop, at 35. Okay? We're going to start the choice off at 35. There's no condition issues to either of the pieces, okay? Let's start with this one. This is Art Glass Studio Leve. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Now, this is a blown glass, okay? So it's hollow, if you will, on the interior. Now, it is completely sealed off down here. I don't know. Oh, well, it's upside down. So you can see right there. Do you see the signature up here, Leve? So we are signed. Again, Art Glass Studios Leve. It is this really, I don't know if the base tone is like a peach. Let me see. You guys are just catching all of the iridescence to it. But it's like a peach pink. And then that iridescence on top. Oh my word. I love it. It's very alien-esque, super sci-fi-y. This one, the Leve, oh, I didn't do a measurement on it. Beg pardon. We're coming in at approximately 2.5 inches tall and 5-inch diameter. So 2.5 inches tall and a 5-inch diameter on that one. And again, it's Levay, Levay, Art Glass Studio Paperweight. I love that. Look at that iridescence to that. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then our other choice is, I don't know, Aurene, A-U-R-E-N-E, Aurene Art Glass Studio. This one has got like a pulled, now this one's not signed, but it is again, Aurene Art Glass Studio with a pulled feather effect to it. Again, look at that iridescence to it. Ooh, no signature though on this one. This is more of a traditional paperweight, so it is a solid, thick piece of glass. Okay. Clear satin, again with an iridescence. Look at. Oh my gracious. I think that is beautiful. I know. The feather on that one is gorge. It's got a little bit of a jellyfish kind of vibe to it. So this is actually the small, look at that. You see the pattern on the opposing side? This is the smaller of the two. Again, Arene Art Glass Studio. I didn't do a measurement on this one either. This comes in 2 inches by 4. 2 inches by 4. Okay. So Leve Art Glass Studio Paperweight or the Arene Art Glass Studio Paperweight. It is for choice. Neither has any condition issues. Leve is signed. Arene is not. But if we don't have any interest on those either, we'll set those to the side. Ugh. Okay. Where were those at? Right down here. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to go on a quick, Joan's in it at 35. Thank you, Miss Joan. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown for Miss Joan to decide. Okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Ooh. Rainbow Connection. Thank you, Ruthie B, for the bid and Miss Joan. Congratulations and thank you. I do appreciate it. Would you like Leve, Arene, A-U-R-E-N-E, but the choice pulled feather, the Arene. Girl, this one is the more valuable of the two. Don't know if you knew that or not, but congratulations and thank you, Joan. The Arene is coming to you. Thank you. All right. Hey. I'm going to do, let me put this over here. Let me get myself situated real quick. All quick like. All right. I'm going to do, no, I'm going to do it. Let's do a quick jewelry run. Yeah, we're going to do a quick jewelry run. And this one, unfortunately, I was not able to find a specific manufacturer. I'm not mad at it because honestly, I'm obsessed with the colors on this one. I'm just lovingly referring to it as the green ombre. And I am going to start this one off again at 20 if anybody is interested. This one is working with 2 colors, green and blue. You know, back in the day, there used to be people that am I the only one that heard oh, well, blue and green don't go together. And I never thought that was true. I always thought green and blue played really well together. And I think this brooch goes to prove it. Look at that. I am obsessed. Do you see the ombre, the marquise in here? They reverse. So when you have green ombreing to blue, and then it kind of does blue ombreing into green, green ombreing into blue, and it creates that pattern. Isn't that, now this is in a silver tone. Again, what do I have on there? Oh, Michael, you didn't scrub that off? A little bit of a sticker residue. My manners. Tracy, you heard that too? Weird, right? Wings, I gotcha, and Stephanie and Nikki Moss is holding it at 24. Yeah, I don't get why people said that. I think they are playing beautifully together. Isn't that lovely? Now, this is probably the most vivid of the pieces of jewelry that we are offering today. Though I will say this, like, let's look at Miss Jones, Arene Studio. Look at that. Ugh. Again, jewelry doesn't have to be just for wear. You can pop those into your collection to like give some great color, some wonderful sparkle. Do those two not go fabulously well together? But what I also really love this piece with, what Stephanie got the Fenton Rose Bowl from earlier. Look at that. I love this. So if you do have that more turquoise, you can add that in there. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I've always loved blue and, whoops, my word, blue and green together. This one, it's an exact 2-inch diameter on it, an exact 2-inch. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate you, girl. So this one, this is our only brooch that does contain stones that do fluoresce. Now that middle one, that one does light up. You can see it there. Oops. Oh, well, there we go. Now you can see. Now out here, there are 4 circular stones. Man, this camera is being hateful today. There are 4 stones out here. Not every single one of those light up. Most do, but not all of them do. Like, see down here, only 2 of the 4, but here 4 do. But here, only 1. There's 2. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So if you do love your UV reactive pieces, you've got that collection going, you have that display, you can certainly add that one in there, okay? And I have to say, do you see the purple? Like, that's the blue. It's really Mardi Gras. So if you do add it into your UV collection, I don't know. I'm loving that. Isn't that grand? 2 inches, an exact 2 inches. Again, I wasn't able to find the manufacturer on this one. Bright light. Oh. Wasn't able to find the manufacturer on that one. Again, backed in a silver tone. There's no hallmark, no signature, anything on it. Again, all washed up for you. It is ready to wear or display. You've got that gorgeous green and blue ombre on there. We got Miss Angel B holding it down at 28. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. Do appreciate it. And again, it is our only piece of jewelry today that does have UV reactive stones to it. Okay, let's do it. So 20, 19, 18. Oh, thank you. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Again, we do have the use of negative space in there. Show it to you over here, you can see. Stephanie and Wings, I've got your just in cases. Appreciate you, ladies. Oh, Nick and Ma saying, girl, you got a fast finger. Angel Girl, I sure do appreciate it. It came in after the bid end. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Ruthie thinks that they go well together also for the bid end. So Wings Girl, you almost had it. You did. Stephanie, I sure do appreciate you also. Nikki Moss ain't playing around. She's going for the Jewelry at 49. Nikki, congratulations and thank you again. It's coming to you, lady. Thank you. Okay. Let's do... I think I've only ever done 1 or 2 other rings. Maybe that's an under-exaggeration. I think I've done 4 or 5 rings. Well, we're going to add another one to it. I'm obsessed with this ring. I am obsessed with it. I can get this on as a pinky. Okay. I can get it on as a pinky. Otherwise, it's kind of like a cuff kind of thing. So there it is. Pink it up. I don't mind it. Like, I know I have it on the middle finger. It's kind of fabulous. This is not Cartier, but it is designed after. It is a blatant. Okay, let's just call it what it is. It's a design that's stolen from Cartier. Cartier does a lot with their Panther rings. Typically, it's the head, so it's like the entire head that serves as the ring. However, they did make, look at that. It's in a gold tone. It is not gold. We have a pave effect to the leopard head. We have a faux peridot eye on those, and even the tail. So it is a wrap cuff ring. It is a 10.5. So if you do have a larger finger, this is a 10.5. For some of you, it might be a thumb ring. Diane, right? The Panther rings, the finished detailing, even on the interior to create the leopard spots. Now, here's the deal. When I looked this up, I knew without even looking it up that it was a take on the Cartier Panther ring. And Cartier did do the wrap, the open wrap here with the tail. Look, there's even pave on the chin, the nose. It's an exceptional ring. The eyes do not glow, but I love the finishing on the undercarriage. I mean, nobody's going to see that but you. But they did that so cleverly to create it like it's the leopard spots. Again, this is a 10.5. So I can get it on as a pinky ring, no problem. Otherwise, and I'm not mad at this idea. Oops, I had it backwards. You could do something like that. Isn't that lovely? I don't know who made this particular one. There were a number of companies that did do, imagine that, a take on the Cartier ring. But again, in a gold. No condition issues to this at all. I'm obsessed. Look at that. I am obsessed with this ring. I didn't know if I was going to sell it or not, but I'm going to because I'm not going to wear it. And I want somebody to wear this. Isn't that fabulous? I mean, that is good fashion right there. Like, I mean, if you're not a very daring kind of person, but you love the idea of it, okay, Gloria, I'm sorry. Starting it. Let me find it. Okay. So we are starting this one at 30 if anybody is interested. Again, it is a 10.5. On me, I can rock it as a pinky ring. Do we love it? It doesn't have a very high profile on it either. So if you do wear like a lot of knits, you shouldn't have too much of a snagging issue. Definitely would wear it before, or pardon me, put it on after you would put on your knit. Make sure to take it off before you remove your knit. The ears are rounded, but I still wouldn't say without certainty that wouldn't get snagged. Isn't that lovely? And I can do it like this. Again, it's all about that interior for me. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture it, but the band itself is not solid. Like right now, I am literally looking at the stones underneath it. It is not, unfortunately, the pave effect, my opinion, is not showing well on camera. In real life, oh my gosh, it sparkles. In real life, it sparkles. I mean, they did a really good impersonation of it. The stones are all really even cut. Excellent sparkle. 10.5. Again, it's got a faux peridot. The eyes do not fluoresce. And again, look at the band. So the black that you're seeing, it's not like painted black. It's actually hollow, and you can see, I can see but there's too much shadow. You can see up through the head, and you can see the stones. I just think that's gorgeous. But if we don't have any interest on the panthering, isn't that fun? This is a good, you know, honestly, because I got to tell you, look at the band. There's no hallmark on it. It does have, it's got some good weight to it. Gold tone. It's not gold. It is not gold. At least I hope it's not. But there isn't a hallmark on it. She's stunning. He's stunning. It's stunning. All right, we started at 30. No interest. Bloop, bloop. Away it goes. Oh, well, back it is. Never mind. Okay. Let's do our big eye. Can you see it peeking out? Look at that. See it there. This is for your vintage home, okay? We did pay a little money for this, so I am starting it for some monies. However, condition is everything. We are going to start this off at 100. It is our chenille bedspread back here. Okay, we're starting at 100. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. It is 101 inches long. 101 inches long, and it is 95 inches wide. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, this will fit a queen. 101 inches long, 95 inches wide. It still has its original tag, and I have sold some chenille before, okay? I'm not lying to you when I have to say, and I've sold some absolutely beautiful chenille in the past. But when I tell you that this is probably the nicest condition chenille that I have ever sold, like, no joke. It is still soft and squishy, and it's like it was never used, sincerely. I wish, I'm going to try to show you how puffy this chenille is. I would still launder this, but y'all, oh my word, the condition is so good. Let me show you. Like I said, it does still have, hold on. I know I'm in the right side. I just have to find the right corner. Bear with me. She's so big. There it is. It does still have its original tag. High trade, candle wicks, and chenille. Okay. The chenille on this. Look at this. The entirety of this. There's no pulls. There's no tears. There's no stains. Y'all, is this giving? I mean, this chenille, it is so plush. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and measure. You're at a 1/4 inch. No? Yes. You're at a 1/4 inch of puffy chenille goodness. I mean, look how plush. And it's soft and squishy. Oh my word, it is so good. Okay. Legit. 101 inches long, 95 inches wide. I have to stand up, of course, to show this to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It is heavy. The base to it is cream. And then look at these. Oh my word. Look at this pattern. Do you see that? This is so good. Look at the quality of that. Look at those kind of mandalas, if you will. That's your colors. Okay. To me, this is a totally practical chenille. Like, hold on. I got to get to one end. I folded this backwards because I didn't want to be the one. Okay. So there's your top. This is squared. It is not scalloped. Okay. This is fully squared. Look at that. This thing, it is heavy. I mean, it really, truly has got to be the best chenille that I have ever offered. It is so squishy. I love it. This will definitely fit your queen. Like I said, there's no rips, there's no tears, there's no stains. I mean, this thing legitimately is like new. No joke, with the original tag. Wings, I got you, girl, at 100. I really do appreciate that. 101 inches long, 95 inches wide, like new. Look at how plush and squishy this chenille is. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, my phone's ringing. And a bid end. Oh, it's so good. Wings, get that just in case, and I don't think you're going to need it, girl. What is that? There is our Betty Buy bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. Wings, congratulations and thank you. At $100, girl, it is coming to you. Oh my gosh, I think that you got such an excellent deal. Okay, let me get this. I'm going to put it up here. I don't want it on the floor. Hold on, Wings. I'm coming to thank you. Thank you, Wings. Congratulations. And thank you. That might, Wings, it'll probably go in a 15 by 12 by 10. Because I did try to fold it as small as I could. And I was like, ooh, that's definitely not going to go in no 12 by 8 by 10. But right on, right on. Okay. Okay, guys, where are we at? We've got 4 more items to go. Let's do a book. Let's do a book. Okay. This comes in its original box. Now, the box itself, it's nothing to write home about. Oh, no, they have a... Hold on, let me get this off. I didn't even notice that. Okay, we're good. Nothing happened. This is the box. Plain Jane. Nothing fancy. Does have the title of the book on it. We do have the paper... Oops. We do have the paper label from the original seller, Morris Bookshop, Wabash Avenue, Chicago. Books new and old and engravings. So the original box is there. Now, like I said, it's nothing super fancy or anything like that to write home about. Oh, I made the painting go crooked, didn't I? Nothing to write home about. Ooh. That looks nutty. But it has kept this book. Look at that. Now listen, this is suede. The original tissue is also in there. Okay. This is suede. Look at look at that gold on there. It's embossed. And then we do have, of course, look at the gold, how metallic it still is. And it's a plain back. You know, there is your spine, nothing fancy. Look at that. The book is entitled As a Man Thinketh. It is by James Allen. This was one in a series of books by a number of different authors. You know, Edgar Allan Poe was one of them that's sticking out. Longfellow was another one. The covers were very similar. Like, it was all of this brown suede. The pattern, very similar, but they would change. So they all worked really well together. Each cover was different, but they were all, again, very similar. Now, this book does not have a specific copyright. However, I was able to find the particular series of books was published between 1918 and 1919. So this could have came out in 1918. It may have been one of the 1919s. I can't say with certainty, but it is somewhere within that 1 year period of time. Now, on the interior, they did adhere this paper to it. No, it is separated. Look, you can see the embossing to the suede. That is the only issue. Again, this paper, I think on the back it's okay. We have a little bit of some separation here, but you see the paper was adhered to the suede, which that glue has dried and the paper is pulled away. And on the front, it has torn, okay? Otherwise, this is not illustrated or anything like that. We have a raw edge on the pages. Y'all, outside of that, the separation, this is like new. I mean, really and truly, this is gorgeous. All right, Man Thinketh. And we'll read maybe a page. We'll see. I am starting this year one at 20, if anybody is interested. The condition. Look at that. I have never. This suede itself, though, is still incredibly soft and supple, but we do have that page separation, okay? Let's do it. How about we do the foreword, which is written by Mr. James Allen. It says, this little volume, the result of meditation and experience, is not intended as an exhaustive treasury of the much written upon subject of the power of thought. It is suggestive rather than explanatory, its object being to stimulate men and women to the discovery and perception of the truth that, to quote, they themselves are makers of themselves, by virtue of the thoughts which they choose and encourage, that mind is the master weaver, both of the inner garment of character and the outer garment of circumstance, and that, as they may have hitherto woven in ignorance and pain, they may now weave in enlightenment and happiness. So it really seems to be, thank you, Wings, to suggest that we are our own makers, right? But it is, again, as a man thinketh, so then we becometh, shall we say. As a man thinketh in his heart, well, there you go. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Not only embraces the whole of a man's being, but is so comprehensive as to reach out to every condition and circumstance of his life. A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. As the plant springs from and could not be without the seed, so every act of a man springs from the hidden seeds of his thought, and could not have appeared without them. This applies equally to those acts called spontaneous, and unpredetermined as to those which are deliberately executed. Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruits. That is lovely. Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruits. What is it? What we think dictates the way that we feel, and how we feel dictates the way that we act. That is not quoted, it's just a hearing or a saying I heard. Thought in the mind hath made us. What we are by thought was wrought and built. If a man's mind hath evil thoughts, pain comes on him as comes the wheel, the ox behind. If one endure impurity of thought, joy follows him, as sure as his own shadow sure. That is lovely. I love it. And look at that. All right. So it is As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. This obviously has been reproduced. You know what? I didn't notice that. So we have raw edge, but then on the top, of course, we're gilded. But I guess that makes sense. Look at that. All right, Wings is in it at 20. Thank you so much. Again, 1918, 1919. It is a book of many that was published through that year. But golly, and of course we do have the original box to it. Let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Again, it is a suede, very soft, supple, but we do have the separation of that paper on the interior. Get it, Wings, with that just in case. There's our book bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. Wings lady, you didn't need it. At $20, As a Man Thinketh is coming to you. Congratulations and thank you. It's a gorgeous book. All right. This scooted out here. I want to get that box back up for you. Well, that will definitely be kept safe in a cocoon of chenille, that's for sure. All right, let's do, we got our last 3 rounds, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and do this one. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sell this one. This one I do not know the manufacturer on. Pardon me, my word, that 7-Up is getting me. I'm going to start it at $18. Ooh, it's hidden on me. We'll show it, stinker. There we go. There is no hallmark, no manufacturer on it, but golly, if I don't love it. Can you tell what it is? And it's in a gold tone. You know what these are, don't you? Don't you? They're antennae. It is 1.5 inches total from back legs to the antenna, 1.5 inches. It is a bug. It's an amethyst bug. Isn't that fun? Hey, Renee, how are you doing today? So we have our gold tone in our amethyst. He is our little, some type of beetle. Maybe, is he a cricket? A grasshopper? Don't know. The insects, these definitely make great additions to your collection or display, but absolutely can still be worn, your creepy crawlies. Look at that. It's got great color in it, that is for sure. So again, 1.5 inches. Don't know the manufacturer on this one. It's all about this subject matter to it. Get it, Roxanne. You know, I didn't test to see if maybe this amethyst goes. I don't think it does. No, it sure doesn't. But it does get a lot more purple. Hey, Janet, how are you doing? Miss AC getting it at 20. So yeah, let's use Janet as an example. Obviously, she likes to collect her Fenton. Why not add in some jewelry? Especially kind of like your figural stuff, just for a little bit of glitter. Just for a little bit of depth to the collection. Like I said, and then if you're like so inspired, pop it onto your jacket, your lapel, your blouse, your hat. Turn it into a pendant and wear it. Oh, you can't really see it, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate it, ladies. 1.5 inches. No hallmark to it. Wasn't able to identify it. I don't care because I love the subject matter on that one. All right, well, let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and be done. Ooh, Stephanie getting sneaky. Miss Janet is throwing it down with that just in case. Oh, Stephanie. Buggity bid, and thank you, Ruth B. Miss Janet, lady. Congratulations, and thank you, your amethyst bug. Thank you, Stephanie. Janet, at 34, lady, he is coming to you, Miss AC. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Good it. All right, we're going to do one more piece. Hello, calm down. Let's do our last piece of jewelry. This is fun. So this kind of, I didn't know stars could be suns, could be, had so much information about them, I guess I should say. Okay. Let's do it. We're starting our last piece of jewelry off at 20. I have to say, it's not the most sparkly, but it might be my favorite piece. So we are in a gold tone. Now it is Hallmark. This is ART, art. Let me show it to you the right way here. So we have art. Art is right here, ART. Okay. Ready? Are you ready for it? Now, I guess we see the points here. It is a 5-pointed star, meaning that it's referred to as a mullet. I swear to you, I didn't make it up. A 5-pointed star, also referred to as a mullet. But then when you have squiggly lines, which I guess from the back it looks pretty straight on, but there are squiggly lines. But if it's got a wavy design to it, it's referred to as an S-toil, but we have a 5-pointed star. Ready? I am obsessed. Look at that. Just as it looks, it's got like that ancient vibe to it, right? Like some Roman or Greek or Egyptian. It's just got that antique vibe to it. I'm obsessed with this. Of course, we do have the faux pearl. We've got our turquoise and our rubies. Just doesn't it? It looks like some ancient society design, Aztec on that. Isn't that grand? I love this brooch. Truth be told, I was seeing if one of my dolls could wear it because I wanted to look. And it just didn't work. So I was like, I'm gonna have to. Ooh. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Don't stab yourself. But it didn't work. So I have to say okay, so 5-pointed, because I'm not including these ruby things. I'm just including the points. 5. Yes. Lost City of Atlantis. Oh, I love it. 2 1/4. It is 2 1/4 from point to point. 2 1/4 on that one. Okay. So we got Miss Roxanne and Wings. Miss Stephanie is in it. Yeah, I love it. Straight out of Stargate. Do y'all remember that movie? Look at those rubies. I love this piece. All right, thank you, everybody. It's got like a star and a sun kind of vibe to it, though, right? Super celestial, but it is ART art. I see, to me, a gentleman could definitely be rocking this one. This one's very non-gendered, kind of bucks the norms of everything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pendant. Ooh, Wings ain't playing. She got her just in case in right before our select. Oh, Stephanie, I appreciate you. Did it? Yeah, it did. It came in after the bid end, but thank you. Wings. Thank you, Ruth B. Wings. It gives you wings. It's coming to you at 24. Congratulations and thank you. Wings. See, I know this is crazy, but it's a vibe. Gosh darn it. Look at it. She's got her book and her brooch. And that chenille, that's kind of backwards. But ooh, sexy look. Get it. Oh my word. We're good, don't worry. All right. Last item. Go. Last item for today's sale. It's choice. Choice. Did I spell that right? Yeah. And we're going to start the choice off at just $10. $10 choice. You can choose 1, 2, or all 3 if you'd like. It's totally up to you. Where do I want to start? Let's start with the brass. They are all toothpick holders. But our first choice, look, just picked out. Now, there is some pitting down here. It's going to need cleaned. On his little leggies. I don't know why some of that brass gets like that. Corrosion. But he's got his little egg. Okay. The chick toothpick holder, where am I at? He is 1 7/8 inches. 1 7/8 inches. Like I said, we actually have cleaner and I didn't do that. My apologies. I was too focused on the jewelry. So the brass, and he is heavy, by the way. It is solid brass. It is 1 7/8 inches tall on the chick. Okay. Or you can choose, this is not hallmarked. Neither is this next one. But this is in your traditional silver plate. Now, clearly you know exactly why I went for this one. We have our little angel who does in fact have wings. And look, he's creeping around and oh no, it's a giant, look at it. He's like, if you saw a bug about half your body, I'd be freaked out too. And then we do have kind of like a fern etching on that one, but it is not hallmarked. Okay. But again, these are your toothpick holders. So there's choice number 2. Now, this one, the Cupid, is 1 3/4 inches. Thank you, Nikki Moss. Okay. Or you can choose Cupid with the bug. Oh, no. Or the chick. Both, I think, are a great vibe. Now, third and final. This is Reed and Barton. This one is hallmarked. Let me show it to you the right way here. So this one is hallmarked. Reed and, ooh, well, maybe. Reed and Barton. The aesthetics on this one. Look at that. Look at that. There is a monogram on this one. I think it's a, I don't know. G? D? I don't know. There's a monogram right here. But look at that open fretwork on that. Do you see that? Is that not stunning or what? Look at that, like, wave. All of that has been cut out. But you do have the monogram. I mean, you just turn it around. Like, this piece is more interesting aesthetically to me. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. So they're toothpick holders, but I love the looks. They each have their own vibe to that. I love it. Pardon. The Reed and Barton, this one is 2 1/8. So the Reed and Barton is clearly the tallest of the three, followed by the Chick, and then the Cupid and Bug. Okay. Reed and Barton, silver plate, unmarked brass, solid brass, Chick, no hallmark, silver plate, Cupid, and Bug. But those are your three choices. I'm hard pressed to decide which one is my favorite. Honestly, oh, thank you, Chloe. I got you at 15 and Stephanie C at 12. I would personally, without a whole lot of effort, turn any of the three of these into a pin cushion rather than a toothpick holder and display my stick pins in it. That's exactly what I bought these for. I mean, if you want to display your toothpicks in it, feel free, or whatever other small stemmed item. But like, I want to turn any one of these, truthfully, any one of these, turn them into a pin cushion, but display my stick pins out of it. I think each of the three of these would make an excellent vessel for doing that, or just a gorgeous little decor item in and of itself. All right, Nicomas in it at 16. Again, it'll be for choice. Reed, just put Reed, Chick, or Cupid. Up to you. All right, let's do it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And be done. Just say Reed. Again, it does have a monogram on it. Chick or Cupid. Do them all if you wanted to. I don't mind. Oh, Stephanie and Nicomas. Toothpick, bit end. Thank you, Ruthie B. Stephanie girl, almost, but Miss Nicomas girl, at 18, you were getting your pick. Would you like the Reed, the Chick, or Cupid, whichever one or ones you would like? Miss Stephanie, we got you as backup, girl. I've got my pen ready, Nikki. Oh, wow. She said all. They're all going Nikki Moss. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you, everyone. The Nikki Moss girl, they are all coming to you, lady. Congratulations and thank you again. There it is. There's our sale. Well, you can, Miss Janet. The inlay box and the carriage. So, Miss Janet, I got you for the box and the carriage, and I will have your little amethyst bug tucked away in there too for you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I got you noted there, Miss Janet. Okay, well, there is today's sale. I want to thank you guys for hanging out here with me this gloomy and miserable, rainy, windy spring day. I mean, I guess it's needed. The plants are probably loving it. And congratulations to all of you living beings out there. But I'm not feeling it. I'm not. Before we go, I'm going to give a huge shout out to Miss Ruthie B for being our amazing bid ender. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Don't forget, let's also give a huge round of applause there. Where's she at? Where's she at? Right there. There she is. Round of applause for Miss Ruthie B. And for this lady right here, to Miss Desert Gal Curious, Miss Kim. Lady, thank you so much. And where's she at? I'm going to find her. Where's she at? Where's she at? Is she still here? I don't know. There she is. Miss Karen Gillette. Let's give her a round of applause too. Because we really do appreciate it. Like, ladies, seriously, you really do make having this sale that much easier. I really, truly do appreciate it. And, you know, like, as I always say, individually, you are amazing, but collectively, you really are the best mod squad out there. Yeah, I said it. And what? So thank you, everybody. I want to give a shout out to everybody that is watching the replay, especially if you have made it this far into the sale. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to get all your packing done. Your invoicing will be going out to you tonight. So keep an eye out for that. We will be back next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Looking forward to, I already have the stuff ready. I do. Y'all, I've got, next week we're going to be kitschy. Yes, we are. We're going to be kitschy next week. So if you love the kitsch, we're bringing it to you next week. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I love my Panther ring. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. Some videos will be dropping this week for y'all to check out. I love it if you would view it. It's been a while. It's definitely been a bit of a relearning curve. We're a little rusty at it, not gonna lie. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what you guys think of that. Appreciate it. Hope that y'all have a great day. Don't forget, we will be back next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys. I know, Chloe, it has been a long time, but, you know, practice makes perfect. We got to limber up and flex the muscles. We're going to get there. All right. Bye, guys.